But it is Abe Saffron's move into nightclubs that sees his empire and influence flourish. Within a few years, he becomes known as the King of the Cross, the seedy heart of Sydney's strip clubs and prostitution. It all begins with the Roosevelt Club.
First time I met Abe, I was offered a job at the Roosevelt. The reason I wanted the job because they had the best looking ballet girls in Australia.
I was a dancer. I learnt a lot from the Roosevelt. It was a high-class nightclub, very well run, very strong doorman to keep the riffraff out. And we all had a great time. We met a lot of famous people that used to come there. You know, terrific.
Paradise. Paradise. If you took a girl to, say, the Roosevelt, they dressed to the nines, you know, and that was their night out.
Mr. Saffron used to come round to every table and introduce himself, even though I was only a humble student drinking a bottle of beer. He was polite and shook everyone by the hand.
Oh, we used to sit with lawyers and barristers.
Gangsters, doctors, showgirls, models, prostitutes, married women with their husbands. Sometimes they'd come in without their husbands.
Every night was fantastic.
And it was open till 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's a time when alcohol sales are subject to strict rules, including 6 o'clock closing, regulated prices, and post-war rationing.
As a lot of other publicans were doing at the time, they just simply made sure that grog could be provided discreetly after hours in their hotels.
Saffron makes a fortune selling alcohol from his numerous pubs to patrons at the unlicensed Roosevelt at horrendously inflated prices.
And I remember, you know, going down and getting bottles and bottles, carts of them, and we bring back to the nightclub, and the girls there would write down Mr. Robertson, Mr. Johnson, Mrs. so-and-so, you know, Bill Watson and that like that. Then they'd stick him on the bottle like that.
Which I think he charged £5 for. Well, that only cost 4 shillings to buy.
Wine and beer flow into the early hours of the mornings. Saffron pays police bribes to turn a blind eye to the illegal sales of alcohol.
The vice squad would come and see the show, have a meal.
Boys, enjoying yourself? Yes, ma'am. You just make sure your glass...
And get their money on the way out. So, you know, that's the way it was done.
It's not unlike Prohibition in America. It was an insane law. Prohibition in America breeded corruption. Well, the 6 o'clock swill was anti-Australian. So that bred corruption.
Eventually, the blatant illegal activities in the Cross cause a public outcry that results in a royal commission into the liquor trade. Abe Saffron is called as a witness and is caught lying about his hotel interests.
They did some digging and they found out that Abe was actually very heavily involved in a number of hotels, I think. So he came really unstuck. He lied and he got caught. He got caught heavily.